Ain't this a sweet life?
Another big group for me coming out of that, again, and this just kind of popped up, when we started talking about this, it's the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, so 71 to 75 was that the period of time where their greatest hits was made.
Mm-hmm.
1976, they released the greatest hits album. What is it? It was the first platinum album in 1976.
That's ridiculous.
What? Again, there's another band that the Eagles have been around forever in my life. You know what I mean? I mean, literally, my whole life they've been playing music and putting out music. And, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, as far back as I can remember, I remember hearing Eagles music. And then now you know why. Because in 76, their greatest hits album sold over a million copies. In 1976, you know? And it's like, oh, my God. So that music to me, I think people would kind of consider it country music today, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of it. Mm-hmm. Most of it would be considered country in the country genre. And obviously we've had a lot of people, re-record their music. Travis Tritt did the whole thing. Well, then they did the Eagles tribute. The country artist did the Eagles tribute, and which was awesome, but because it just fit, it was country music. It wasn't no one had to really stretch to sing any of those songs,
right?
You
ever seen that documentary, The History of the Eagles?
I have.
Like that big 3-hour-long thing.
I have, and it's the life of a band, it's kind of like the Metallica one. The Metallica ones. There's some
close.
There's some similarities in there. But the Eagles one, and
give that documentary to any new band and say, okay, guys, this is how not to. This is how not to interact with each other.
Yeah. When what was it? Was it Glenn Fry and Don Felder got in a fight on stage?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were cussing at each other on the microphones in front of 20,000 people. And it's like, oh my God. But I think that's what made them awesome. I think that's what made them great. Mm-hmm. Because in their own right, they were all great players and singers and songwriters. You know what I mean? You take them each individually. Obviously, Glenn Fry and Joe Walsh and Don Henley. Timothy B. Schmidt, and before that, Randy Meisner. I mean, you're like, golly, they were great players, great singers, great songwriters. Obviously, they're in 1976. They had the first platinum album. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, obviously you're good at what you do, but
they're onto something.
Yeah, you're doing it right, fellas. Before that, they were Linda Ronstadt's band.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Linda Ronstadt. Oh my God.
We struck a nerve.
Ain't this a sweet life?